Every 40 seconds, someone in the United States suffers a stroke. It's now the 6th leading cause of death here in Minnesota, and it affects a lot of people, including their families and caregivers too. And now those very families and survivors are coming back together this month to raise awareness and support.
There are times when perseverance is a long, steady walk.
My name is Kevin Tupi, and I had a hemorrhagic stroke.
Kevin now travels a journey in the driver's seat of his own recovery, and it's a journey that started one day on the job 7 years ago.
I didn't feel right, and I sat down on the computer at break time, and all of a sudden my whole right side went numb. And I knew right away I was having a stroke.
He spent weeks in a coma at Fairview Southdale and years in rehab at Courage Kenny. And they taught him to ride a bike, even how to ski.
I've worked my way up from a slider, which is kind of like a walker on skis, to being tethered, which is kind of like there's a person tethered behind me, and then I just have a ski pole on my left side.
He calls it a tribute to his therapist.
Everyone's journey is a little different with a stroke, and there's a lot of journeys. The Minnesota Department of Health estimates there are 100,000 Minnesotans living with a stroke, and not all of them are elderly.
But stroke happens at any age. That's why we push so hard that people should be aware of the signs and symptoms of stroke, of the act fast message, facial weakness, arm weakness, speech difficulty, and time loss. Time loss is brain loss.
To raise awareness, the Minnesota Stroke Association is holding its Strides for Stroke Walk next Saturday at Long Lake Regional Park in New Brighton.
This event becomes, in essence, almost like a family reunion. Individuals return year after year, and you get to see individuals, how their journey is going, how their families and their support systems have grown, how they've grown.
And yes, Kevin Topi and his family are walking too. They're raising money for stroke services and, most importantly, raising awareness.
I would say to all people with disabilities to try to not dwell on what you can't do because of your disability, but rather try to concentrate and be grateful for what you can do. And that's how I like to live my life.
He's a shining example of that. Congratulations to you, Kevin. The Strides for Stroke Walk, it takes place next Saturday morning at Long Lake Regional Park. To register, just head over to strokemn.org. And I've also posted that link with this story on fox9.com.
Such an inspiration.
It really is.
Well, up next, Ian is tracking severe weather in the metro later tonight. He's back with your full forecast.